There are days we walk on water, and there are days we are knee deep in it. But no matter what you're going through, we are the antidote. We are unhinged, 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 unhinged. Yeah. Life comes at you hard sometimes, but we take a lighter look. Just have a laugh with us. We are the antidote. Unhinged, 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 unhinged. We are the antidote. When life comes at you hard sometimes, we take a lighter look. Just have a laugh with us. We are the antidote. Unhinged, 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 unhinged. With Dwayne and Elise.
All right. What? All right. Good night. Good night. Good night, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Unhinged, the Dwayne and Elise show. We on the road, so technology were kind of beating us up for a while. So apologize for the late start, but nonetheless, we are here and we are ready. Good evening, Elise.
Good evening, Dwayne. Hey,
You
everybody.
miss. Hi. All right, your miserable self. And let's get us out the way. Nah, that can be nice. That can be nice. All right, so let's go over the rules. We don't use no real names, strictly fake names. We have to protect the guilty even more so than we protecting the innocent. Um, Rule number two: all our studies are scientifically unscientific. Rule number three: we don't talk politics, we don't talk no religion. And the most important rule is around here we listen so that we can judge. Having said that, I believe we have some mail to discuss tonight. Um, you want me to read the first one, or you want me to?
You will go ahead and read the first one.
Okay, all right. Um, okay. Dear Dwayne and Elise, my boyfriend and I have been in a relationship for over 3 years. When we're in private, he can't seem to keep his hands off of me. However, when we're out in public, I can't even get him to show that level of affection. The man won't hold hands for more than 30 seconds. He won't grab my butt cheek, and I won't even say what it's like to get him to kiss me in public. He says he's not into that kind of stuff, but sometimes I feel like it's more. Am I overthinking this? What are your thoughts?
No. And why is she still with him?
What? I no. I guess someone just ain't into that. Like the whole walking on the street and grabbing your bum and thing like that. Like they ain't
I
really.
don't I don't believe in that getting a go get a room mentality either. However, small shows of affection are there's nothing wrong with that. And if he doing that, then take sense out of nonsense.
Well, okay. Well. I would need to know more information. If it's something that he used to do before and he stopped doing it, then I think she have a legit um, reason for concern. But some people just ain't into that. Like I have to be in the mood for that kind of stuff. I just ain't gonna be walking every day, walking on the street and in the mood to like,
But she said he doesn't at all.
yeah. So, but I'm just saying, it just some people just ain't into that PDA, public display of affection.
Okay, that's fine. But that's her love language, apparently. And so you're not giving her what she wants. Go away. That's her boyfriend and her husband.
So why she can't compromise?
There's no compromise. He says he doesn't deal with it. He doesn't do that. What's there to
Right.
compromise?
Okay, so you like this, he don't like it. So I
Okay, then he ain't
mean,
for me. He's not for me.
wow.
Go away.
That's
Next. That's why it's called dating.
so
There's no
that's enough.
obligation.
So that's enough to be a deal breaker for you.
Yes.
Oh,
It's,
wow.
it's important to me because he's not even saying he's willing to try, he's willing to learn, or even compromise that I ain't grabbing your ass cheek in public, that ain't me. I'll hold your hand. There's no compromise. So, no, bye. See you. Good riddance. You're not for me. Now, let me state I'm not into that either. But a whole hand, yeah. But all that other stuff, no. You're not doing that to me in public. However, in this case, that's what she wants. And if you can't fulfill that, then she has to not get what she likes. And in this day and age, I believe women should get what they want, period.
Oh, so women should get what they want. So the man should get what they want too then.
Men get what they want all the time.
What? In which world?
All the time. This one, the same one of the seven,
Oh
12, or 14 that you live. Yeah.
no, oh no, oh no, oh no. We are always settling. Guys are always settling. You know what I mean? Crazy like guys are always settle like we don't tolerate a lot of like craziness, a lot of insanity because most of the time the women them not coming with a lot of the qualities, a lot of the things that man like. Crazy, the come with those are crazy in the backside. You know what I mean? So
When do men settle?
I mean, man,
Women
listen,
settle more than men. Women settle more than men.
I, I don't believe that.
You
I
could
don't
don't
believe
believe what you want. And by the way, let me make this very clear. He on the road, not me. Don't mind the backgrounds. I am not with him because the ton of people I had in here today.
we had a ton of because you done with that nonsense, but you me announcing your new sweet thing on the podcast and my name in the jingle. How the hell you do that?
My name in the jingle too. Equal opportunity.
Yeah, so your name in the jingle. So I would never announce no name on a sweet thing here and unhinged because your name in the
Let's
jingle have you don't have no kind of respect at all. This is see this is why you're talking about sacrifice. This right there is a sacrifice. This is the kind of thing that the kind of disrespect man I got to tolerate in this day and age, 2026.
let us be clear. The only reason I am not making an announcement today is because I have too many applications and I have to go through them one by one. Okay? I have to make sure I'm getting the best, biggest bang for my buck. Okay? I have to make sure I get the cream of the crop. And they looking good. They're looking good, Dwayne. They're looking good. Okay?
Ain't a pot belly man that wearing a suit from 1950s and them disco shoes with a little aquarium thing down in the heel. You and they talking about but they looking good. Well, looking what good. Even mind. I calling your bluff.
The
Ain't a thing about them
applications
looking good.
looking the applications are looking fine. Okay?
Yeah. I
I'm
calling your
just
bluff.
picky, so I have to just make sure I do the right thing for the right
Oh,
reasons.
so all of a sudden now you have these high standards, this high bar that has to be eclipsed to be the
I've
one.
always I have always had a high bar. You just grew on me.
So are you willing to acknowledge that I raised the bar?
No, but I would acknowledge that you told me I needed to raise the bar.
Oh man. Savage. 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 You're, you're lucky. I was ready for you. But no, I'm almost ready for you. I was looking for a picture. I don't find it though. This man with this it looked like a corduroy suit from 1970 something. Yeah. Wait, you wait like find it. Talk about you and don't sweet thing. My name in the jingle. Hey, like let me out now there, man. And people, this is why Elisha and I can never be in the same place because it's gonna be a throwdown. And Elise like to throw hands first. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
Elise likes to throw hands first.
I'll
So
admit.
when,
I'll admit. I'll admit.
right, right,
I'll admit that. I'll admit
okay,
that.
okay. So
To a
when
certain.
I when I see the bragaram, just know that is Elise started because I am an upstanding man in this community. You know what I mean? I'm almost a man of the cloth, and I don't mean ras cloth and blood cloth. Okay, all right. That's
You
all I
forget the
have to say.
P clot. The P clot.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. So, all right. So anyway, back to the email thing. Like that PDF thing, I could do a little bit of it now that I'm older, but when I was younger, like to me, it was like an insecurity kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I walking on the street and
No.
I'm so hear me out. I'm talking about a younger me. You know, before he evolved. To me, it was like I felt like it was like an insecurity thing. Like I got to like show other do like yeah, like this my girl. You know what I mean? I mean, now that I've gotten a little older, so I would deep like if I know this is why you into this way, like I hold you on for a little while. I ain't saying we're gonna be walking, for 20 minutes hand in hand, but I'll hold on.
Okay. You said when you were younger and now that you're older. You know, I think it is. I think it's because when you were younger, men weren't told to they're able to show their emotions because that's a form of an emotion, right? An emotional attachment. And you guys weren't allowed to show emotion. You were soft. Now that men are allowed, for lack of a better word, to show emotion, more of the younger generation do show public displays of affection. However, I will say some of them go way, in my opinion, above what that should look like, but they're more ad- adept to showing their emotions as opposed to you guys.
Mm,
Because I was anti man and this and that, the next thing, just because you show emotion, even to cry. So it's a lot deeper to me. But in this day and age, I'm not saying be aggressive, holding ass cheeks and all of that stuff. That's ridiculous to me in public. But a whole hand, a kiss on the cheek, please. And plus, in sometimes that show
mhm.
of emotion, it's just two of you. Like it's the two of you's wall and nobody else. Sometimes,
Okay, okay. I think there's some validity in what you're saying. So I could give you that. But yeah, some people that really go overboard and like yeah, it
but when you see it, who is it that's doing that? Like who do you see doing that?
most of a lot of times the guys that don't look like us.
Okay, that's going above and doing things that they really need to go back home
Yeah,
or
yeah.
to a
Actually looking like you're frightened, like no, this my girl don't look like that's how it'll come off. That's what it'll come off. You know what I mean? Like yeah, this my girl, and like why? So okay,
but
I could.
the way the email was worded, it in my mind, I saw that he didn't want people to know that they were together at all. Like, yeah, together. That's what I read out of the email when I read it.
Well, I mean, I think that's how she took it. I think that's how she took it. That you know what I mean. But and then too, I kind of traumatized because like you're dating if VI women for years and years and years, and it's like the slightest a thing I either turn into is because you want your other woman to know, it's because you want your other woman to see me. Like I
Hmm.
really that take the slightest a thing and just turn it into like
But sometimes it'll be true. Most times it'll be true.
not most, not most, not most. once in a while, like 15% of the time, and that 15% is being generous.
I say 85% of the time.
Wow, I disagree. I disagree. Anyway, can we
A
move on
girl,
because
hold on, Miss
it's
Lady,
black? Hmm?
find you another sweetie. Because that's what you want, and he can't provide it for you. Move on.
See now, so if that's the only issue she have with him, right? And outside of that, everything is fine. I don't see how that rises to the level of being like a deal breaker. Is that serious?
Did she say everything else is fine? All she said is he does
No,
that at home.
no, but I'm just saying, like you saying it, like you just took in your eyes with a comment of what you're saying, like that's a deal breaker. And I'm saying if that's the only issue you really have with this man, does that really level to the rise of being a deal breaker?
Because the fact that she even wrote an email tells me that is very important to her. And if you're not getting the things that make you feel whole, the things that make you feel like you're in the relationship, to make you feel like you're cared for, then you don't need to be in the relationship. Don't care for me in the house, and when we out the house, it's a different thing. You're giving mixed signals, and I can't. No,
Miss, don't mind the listener. Dump that man, and then when you look, you know, you're out there and can't find another team 444 member, you know what I mean? That could
ma'am, that's not your guy. It's not your guy. Okay, he's not your guy.
suppose the thing good. Suppose the man really, really like good in bed, like the best she ever had. You tell her not to give that up because the man will hold your hand in public.
Buy a rose and walk away. Now, Dwayne, the younger me would have
Yeah.
tried to justify why he wasn't that way. The older me now, with the knowledge and experience I have, says
Get
walk.
going. Galan.
Go on.
See, you just spoiled. You get spoiled because you have all these applications coming in. So now you could be picky and anyway. That's yeah. Miss, if you think good, do not mind the listener. Walk away from a good thing and then you look now, you forever, not forever, you gotta go 5, 6 more people before you can finally get, the thing like as good as what you're getting now. So if you think good, you stick around, okay?
That's why it's called dating. You're not stuck. Move along.
The man may be good at other things.
It's called dating.
All right. All right, next one. Okay. They're doing an release. Why women feel that men would fly them out and not expect them to give up the goodies while on the trip. I believe that women should make that very clear before the trip if that's not their intention. If the man wants to proceed with flying her out, hoping that he can convince her otherwise, then that's on him if he's not successful. What are your thoughts? Want
Hold
me to
on.
go first?
Before we go to the. No, don't go first. I don't want to miss Ivan's pose, his comment. She shouldn't be moving around like that. Dating is dating. What we think, what we've been taught is that you have to have sex with every guy you date. No, you date. That's what dating is. You get to know somebody, you go out, you figure out if you're compatible and that type of stuff. The mistake we make is that we think that we have to have sex with this person. That will come. What are you writing now? Oh,
I can't take notes. I have something to say. It just trigger
that will
something.
come. That's the problem. Dating is dating. It does not have to include going to bed with somebody. So yes, she should move around.
Okay, so I see.
That's why when you go, hold on, when you go to the store and you're looking at the chicken, you're looking for the best pack of chicken. You touch it, you feel it, you turn it over, you look to see wherever, and then you pick up the one that's best for you. You don't just go in there and because it's the first pack of chicken, you take it home and fry it. Same difference. We should be dating. And I wish a lot of young people would learn that dating is different than somebody taking you out and going to bed with him. That's not dating. Date. Date.
I laughing
Okay.
because VA people have this thing when we get in the store, right? And we go to we find the item we want, we don't never pick up the one in front.
Mm-mm. Never. We just put out, I don't care how
Why?
high it is. We're going for the one behind because somebody touched the one in the front and we don't want it.
But nobody never. Oh, that's the reason. I gotta never figure out why we do that. But nobody don't never. So even like sometimes if I have something on the file, right, and I pick it up, I don't never put it in front. I don't put it the second one just because I know the next person I come ain't gonna take the one in the front. Anyway, so while we're writing down, so I remember seeing, and I wanted to discuss it, maybe not tonight, but I remember seeing this post by a female actually, and she was like, fellows, like when we meet a guy we know right away, like within the first couple of minutes, we know like, yeah, you know, he could get it, or no way in hell he could get it, or if he come good, he could get it. So she was saying, like, fellows, by the third date, if she ain't getting on, file a smart claim against her to get your money back. Because she know basically, I guess basically what she's saying is, y'all know even for the first date, what a what a trajectory is. So she was saying like, if you can't spend money to talk on 3 different dates, I still ain't get on. Like she owe you. She owe you because she know from the beginning she ain't getting nothing. So when you talk about dating and stuff like that, that triggered that, and that's why I kind of wrote that little note. So I'm not saying I locking in on 3 dates like this female was saying, but what you on average, what you think is decent, reasonable?
It depends on the quality of the date. It depends on what kind of date you have. Like if you go to a date that's in a loud place, you don't get to know that person. It just depends on the date that you have and the time you're able to talk and get to know that person. See
Okay,
the
so I can agree with you because they don't, like I say, it depends on the nature of the dates. It could be just like you go and pick up this person. Like, okay, so let's say if you go and you pick up this person from their job during the day, and I just go and park up for like the hour lunch. I buy food and sit down your park and talk. You know what I mean? And have lunch for that hour. Like that's one date, but that to me would probably, like I said, you get more done in terms of getting to know each other as opposed to like I just meeting and going to some loud place, a club or something like that. And the music is 100 decibels, so you're trying to scream at 110. So I don't believe it's really a hard number. I think is the quality of the date.
yeah, it is. I do believe it's the quality of the date. And if he's not for you or she's not for you, you'll figure that out pretty soon. When
Having
you're
said that though,
involved,
having said that though,
in
I
most
remember,
cases.
I remember I used to take this girl to lunch, and I used to buy a plate of conch every time, and I done determined like it's the last plate of conch I buying for she. If she ain't give me none after this, between after this plate of conch, ain't no more. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you have to have limits. Like I had no unlimited budget, so you know what I'm saying. Anyway,
That's prostitution. Can you sit on the thing?
yes, okay, that means that's prostitution.
Because you buying it. You buying conk for it.
I'll man pay for it. It may not be in a transactional
Not
manner, like I give you this in exchange for that, but I'll man pay for it.
where
Did
is
I pay for it?
Leslie? And now we need to talk about vex money because no.
I'll man pay for it. Okay. Like I say, it may not be a transactional thing. Like I can give you X in exchange for Y, but you'll pay for it.
But what you said just now, the
Mhm.
scenario that you just said right now is straight up prostitution. because
How?
you said because you said it flat three, you buy the first one you're expecting it. You buy the second one you're expecting it. So you bought it with the intention of getting there, right? Money didn't exchange hands physically, but there was a quid pro quo.
Okay, but you see why I disagree with you labeling it prostitution, because it wasn't. I didn't tell her. I didn't say to her, "Listen, look, I don't buy you X number a plate of seafood, and if you don't give me none after this one here, that's it." I didn't say that. I know in my head, like, but okay. So and it was,
Just know,
I know
yeah,
that
she
by
just didn't participate in it. But you that was your intention.
because I know at some point, Elise, at some point, if you're trying to, if you caught in somebody, at some point you have to say, my son, okay, this ain't going to place. I ain't gonna get it, and you got to throw in the towel. You ain't gonna be there forever, forever, and forever behind this wall. So at some point you got to, you know. And I was just to that point, like, damn, like I don't try and I don't doing everything I can, and me in a place like this is it.
After three plater, come on. After three plater,
No,
come like,
I didn't say what three plate I can.
oh, okay.
No, I didn't say what three plate I can. I just said I had done determined that okay, at this point, this is the last time I buy a plate I can free. It was more than three. But at that point I don't try everything. You know what I mean? And it's like
But you make it sound like it was just a conk. What else did you do?
no, we have been on movie dates, you know what I mean? Sometimes just talking for hours and all, sometimes just hang out. So it was other things. But I know like I like damn, like she getting expensive.
So she was trying to
You-
date. She was trying to date, and you had other ulterior motives.
I was
Because what you
dating.
trying to do is date.
I was dating with a reward in mind. Okay,
Hmm. Typical.
I was I was dating with a reward in mind.
Typical.
I I, I invest in all this time and effort, energy, resources. I'd like to be rewarded. That's all I'm saying.
Move on, because you're gonna never get to convince me otherwise.
So if you like a dude, if you like a guy, and you're talking, you in your mind, you got to at some point start to say, okay, well, it done been whatever period of time I feel I done do everything I possibly can could think of to impress this person. Me feel like I get in no place. At some point, you're gonna be like, okay, this is it. I just got to throw in the towel. I ain't gonna get this one, and you ain't gonna win all of them. So at some point, you got to determine, okay, this is one that I'm not going to win, and you just kind of you say, no, we gonna be friends. You know what I mean? I ain't saying like, okay, well, me and guy want, I didn't get what I want, so I gonna stop talking to you. We gonna be friends, but I already let go of the idea or the thought of or the hope of you know what I mean being in a relationship with you because I don't try everything. I don't try to impress you in all kind of ways and if and it wasn't enough. So clearly I'm not. I don't check all the boxes or check enough boxes. You know what I'm saying? So you got to let go at some point. You can't just be there, just be there forever and
How well did you know this person?
by that time, oh,
Mhm.
good,
When
good.
you say good, what do you mean? What did you know about her?
Okay, so let me tell you about me. Despite all the nonsense you hear me talk, right? Like your physical appearance will catch my eye, right? And give me
Mhm.
and then from there it's up here. I I I got to sense ambition. You got to be somebody with goals, not somebody that feel like, okay, I have arrived and I plateau and I just go and cruise for the rest of my life. So I should don't check all these boxes. You know what I'm saying? Ambition, goals, plans for the future, you know, she no rah person. I don't, do my little background. I think she don't be in a heap of drama. She don't lie among a bunch of, tacky girl. Like, yeah.
What she like to do?
Huh? What she
What
like
does
to
she
do?
like to do? Hmm.
Well, she went to reading and puzzles and she had at that point she had one child and that was her world. That was, that was really, like the number one thing in her world was her son. Which ain't always the case, believe it or not. I actually dump a girl because to me her child was not a high enough priority in her life. And I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it.
A good
Like you
point,
can't
Shanika.
you have a son with a deadbeat father and it's like okay the father knew what he need to do and then it's like like your son, like you try to make me a higher priority, you know what I mean, than your child level, like that, you know. So
Shanika
and
has
Shadi,
a
right, and Shadi can make check, and that's exactly what he's saying. Like she check all the boxes for me. So at that point, I'm like, okay, well, I done lay all my cards on the table and try every way to impress you. I've done all of this, and like I said, there comes that point in time where you just got to realize, well, okay, well, she made that person may have checked you, that person may have checked all the boxes for you, but clearly it ain't a reciprocal thing because you only get us so far, and that's all I'm saying. So
yeah, but
Shanika,
when we first started talking about it, you were talking about you buy all this kankana, you make it to bed. Like, and you didn't check the boxes for her, so she wasn't going there with you.
right? But in my head, I don't like look. I don't do all these things, and you're getting expensive. Okay, I don't try everything. I I invite this is the last plate I can keep buying, and it wasn't just based on the plate I can't. Like I don't try everything else. I don't do try every other way to impress you to try to win your heart and ain't getting a place. I just at this point now, I just feeding you, and you're
Well,
getting
you
expensive.
should have led with that because I don't know about anybody else, but I felt like, what?
Yeah, but yeah,
Anyway,
without the breaking point, shit. We can continue to talk and hang out and things like that. But me, my, can after today, the hell.
I'm sure she had her own conk money, but let's move on.
That's exactly why I ain't buying no more. Shit. Who laid, like whoever it is actually going to lay down or jump up and down on your chest, let them buy you cock. I don't. That clearly, I ain't the one for you. Anyway, let me read out the next email again. All right. So why women feel that men would fly them out and not expect them to give up the goodies while on the trip. I believe that women should make that very clear before the trip if that's not their intention. If the man wants to proceed with flying her out, hoping that he can convince her otherwise, then that's on him. If he's not successful, what are your thoughts? You want me to go first or you want to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, so my thought is, yeah, sex comes with being flown out, right? That is, in my eyes, that's like standard, right? So I agree. If you know that that ain't your plan, make it clear. Make it clear. But don't wait till when you don't reach to this to the destination, wherever it may be, to you know what I mean? Start to go out that kind of thing. Nah, nah. So I think that generally speaking, like yeah, that's an expectation. Me flying you to talk to you, I could talk to you at home.
Listen, I don't know. For me personally, especially, again, I'm gonna say it, at this point in my life, nobody flying me no place. If I want to come to where you live to see you, I gonna fly myself because I don't want there to be now. When I get it, things could change, but I want to know I am my own dime, so I don't owe you nothing. Um, we could go out to eat, we could go out to, and we could exchange. I'll pay you, or you'll pay, or whatever the case may be. That's who I am right now. All this, especially at this day and age, where you going with somebody you don't even know them people. Like you didn't know where you're going, you don't know him, you just know for the first time. No, and then
Okay, so couple of things, right? So I wouldn't fly with nobody that me really know like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have had to been targeted for a while. I ain't just like nah. You know what I'm saying? Um, Number one. Number two. Well, I had a question. You say the stage that you're at right now, nobody flying you in the place. Was it hours away? And I ain't trying to say that necessarily that people flew you out in the past, but were you willing?
for the most part, for the most part, it would that way, especially if I don't know the person. Because in the age of social media, a lot of people are building relationships based on social media and only meeting a person for the first time
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't
in
even
their
talking about
own
that.
in their own
Yeah,
surroundings, right?
some of that's
So
crazy. Yeah.
and that's like that's crazy to me. But even if I know you, I still want to fly myself. I ain't no, because there is an expectation. There is an expectation. If you think I'm not gonna fly you someplace, and that's not in his mind, unless the discussion is had before and you come to an understanding before, and even and you clear on what this trip is supposed to look like. Nah, I rather nah. There is an expectation.
Correct. 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 And I think it's unreasonable, like not too unreasonable, but like you say, like why you think the man flying you like someplace? And all I'm saying is, it's your body, you have a right, you know what I mean, to decide that you're not going, do whatever. But my thing is like you should make that clear. And then what kill me there is you see those instances where you see the stories where some girl get flown out, she ain't want to give it up. The man put her out, and then she acting like he's the most evil thing because hey, there she in this strange place or this foreign place and nowhere to get home. Like first of all, if you shouldn't have gone, if you know that was your intent, you should have make your intention clear. And I believe, and I guess it's an old school thing. Like you're supposed to have vex money. You're supposed to have vex money. If you ain't have cash, have a credit card with enough on it that you know. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You see what Shanika say? I pay
Yes,
for my own way cars if he is 4 by 4 by 4, we done.
you know, keep knocking that team 4-4-4. You know? But yeah. But
But I do believe any woman that that's too general. I believe that most women that will let somebody fly them someplace knows in the back of their head that it's at least a possibility, if nothing else.
or expectation. Like that's what I'm saying. So my thing is like make it clear, make it clear. If like I say, if he want to roll the dice, cause he believe well, okay, well she's saying I know, but once she get here and see, she get in
Hmm.
the ambience and the surrounding and the environment and you know what I mean. If you want to roll the dice, but I think you should make it clear. And like I say, at a minimum, I don't know how these women will be going in place and don't have vex money. How? And especially if you go in knowing that, yeah, I ain't trying to get this one. No. You know what I mean? And you know it, you go in knowing that you don't intend to give him none and that you didn't make that clear ahead of time. So how the hell you gonna you ain't gonna vex money? You need to be stranded. You need to be stuck. It's good for you. It's good for you. You know what I'm saying?
As much
And
as I hate to, I do agree with that.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Now some of them they got little tricks and gimmicks in, right? You know, like I've heard and I could see. I could see. They get it and then the period come along and they playing and all kind of nonsense. You know what I mean? And then when a man got to say, well, show me your part, then you act like he nasty. Anyway, that's another discussion. The whole, yeah, my period and, like, and you're not,
There's
you
some
can't
men
say
that
it.
don't care nothing about that.
It's true. Yeah, that me. Ugh. Uh-uh, that me.
Yes.
See, Elias, son, I do that one time in my life.
I don't
I
want to hear about
traumatized,
it.
I
I don't
traumatized
want to
him.
hear about it.
I
None
no, anything about
none
it.
of us want to hear about it. Ladies, if you want to hear about it in the chat.
They want to hear
If you
about
don't
it.
want to hear, they don't want to hear
Ivan, you want
nothing.
to hear about Ivan, you want to hear about it? Ivan want to hear about it.
I don't want to hear about it either.
Ivan want to hear about it. So I drive from I drive from
You still gonna tell us?
yes, because Ivan want to hear about it. I drive from Tutu all the way to Bodo, right? Pick this girl up. Drive all the way back to Tutu. When we reach back to Tutu, she gonna tell me, oh, she get her period and she didn't tell me because she know she had tell me I would not come for. See in my head, I like, yeah, you're damn right I ain't coming for you. But also in my head, I do all the driving, somebody got gate. You know what I mean? So Throw down some towel and yeah. But it is. Oh, the smell of that blood. I could smell it
You
now.
sound like a very horrible person right now.
Listen here. How I horrible? She okay, so she ain't horrible because she didn't tell me. She wait until so she ain't horrible for doing that. So she ain't horrible.
Both are horrible.
All right.
Both are for the garbage.
Yeah, well, all are driving, and then I still gotta take you back Bodo, and then come back to sleep. No man, somebody gotta get this thing. Somebody gotta get this thing. Anyway, I'll spare either. Seneca, see, everyone agree. Everyone agree. Yeah, put me in that situation. My son, somebody got to get.
You
So
know what,
anyway,
man?
uh,
Wait. You know what this reminds me of?
mhm.
I dumb. Men I dumb.
How we
Men
done now?
are dumb.
How?
And why you didn't since never mind.
At least do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I
From
don't.
from Tutu, I leave Tutu, when Bodo pick her up, come all the way back to Tutu. Still got to take her back to Bodo whenever we done, and then come back to Tutu sleep.
You
To
realize
fall asleep. If me hear
you
the
realize
ocean,
that
I
you
was
realize
16.
the island is 32 square miles, right? I
Yeah,
got to go all the way to Voodoo. I want all the way back over here. It's 32 square miles for Christ's sake.
and the part that I leave, listen here, 42 square. That's not the point. She could have tell me and save me them trip, save me all our driver. So she
So what
she deliberately didn't say nothing.
so what gas, grass or ass? Nobody ready for free.
Yeah, and that that was devious, that was wicked. Say something.
But you yes, I didn't say what she did was right. But it's like I said the other day. Two wrong, make I equal. Two dummies.
Well, you could say we want. All I know is I do all the driving. Somebody will get it.
And you would
Somebody
lower
have to
your
pay.
standards. You would lower your standards. And I'm not saying anything, ladies. I'm not saying anything was there's wrong with the blood that comes from our bodies. Okay, that's a whole different topic that Dwayne ain't ready for. However, according to your perception of what I is, you lowered your standards because you had to drive.
Well, okay. Well, I had never done it before, so I couldn't knock it till I tried. But the thought of it was not appealing. So I would not something that I would yeah, like. And she was right. If she had told me, I wouldn't have gone, I wouldn't have, do all the driving because that was not something that I would have said down and think like yeah, me and care. I know people like that, but just the thought of it was unappealing. But in that instance, no man, you gotta get me do all the damn driving. But I never went back there in life because the smell of it. Yeah, at least give your hand a job. And Paula Allen, my hand was tired. I was 16. I was 16. My penis used to get traumatized every time I see my hand coming. Even if somebody just going to pee. I just going to pee, I go in the bathroom. My penis see my hand coming and running. You know what I mean? So yeah. At least what you sitting there looking like TMI. That's what 60 years. That's what boys
It
do at 60.
is TMI.
That's what boys do at 16.
And that's what you get because what you doing in 16 years old driving from one end of the country to the next and full. No.
Yeah, it's for this thing to
The
give me
whole
hand a
story
break.
just wrong. The whole
To
story
give
just wrong.
I was driving from one end of the island to the next to give my hand a break. Okay? You think Miss Palmer want a break?
I don't
Okay?
care. I don't care.
Okay. So somebody asked me something today, and actually I posted in a group chat. So I thought, okay, nah. But I know you bougie, and not that you bougie, but you profess to be an upstanding woman in the community. So
I am.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. I'm not going to test your upstandingness tonight. Okay.
Why? Why wait?
Ah.
Why? Why wait?
Okay. So let me look for the question. Let me put. Okay. So and people in the chat, we could post it to the chat. It has some people in the chat who I know are not upstanding. People like Shenika Grant. She's not upstanding. She's a good woman. She does a lot in the community, but she ain't upstanding because she deserves it. All right. Boy, we got. Where is the? Okay, come. Where is the craziest place you've ever had a quickie?
So, Shanika, it was nice seeing you, Paula, Ivan.
I,
We had a
no,
great show. I
me asking you to answer because I know you ain't gonna answer. Me asking you to answer. That's what people have in the chat.
okay.
Okay, that's what people in the chat. All right, Shanika,
Shanika, ain't that with you?
Shanika, and all right, I mean, it's time. But anyway,
Uh, You tell us. You tell us where you did it, because I obviously, or you choose the one. Oh, anyway, go ahead.
it's a tough question. It's a tough question. I think the craziest place was um craziest place. Okay, Buckingham Mall by over there. You know Buckingham Mall is over like we can where was it? Kentucky should be with it.
Hmm.
Across from
Hmm.
the dock. Well, like with
Hmm.
Auburn Treads
I
in
know
a
what
shopping
Buckingham
center.
Mall is. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So in the disabled um handicap park as well during the day. Like right in front of the place. The people going in and out.
I don't even care. Usually, I'd ask for details. I don't care. I don't want to know.
Ah, so when we were there anyway, when we were done, right, the girl was like, I can't get out of this car here. You gotta drive on the car and let me out. Cause you're walking right inside. Anyway. I think that's the craziest place ever. There's some close seconds, but that's it. Shenika, yeah, you in the car.
Anyway,
You in the car.
I guess I could see it 4 by 4 by 4. Yeah, I could see it.
We
I could
trying to
see you
imply.
doing it. I could see you doing it. Cause ain't
Yeah.
going no more than 4 minutes,
Yeah.
and if that long, 4 seconds maybe. So I could see that happening.
Ah. Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
really see it.
It wasn't planned. It wasn't supposed to be. Just like you can't just say certain things to certain people. Like say something that just kind of like trigger me, and I was like, nah, like you ain't gonna question my manhood, Paula. So Griffith Park, way back in the Wild West time, and the field, Paula, when the bleachers. See, see, Shanika say that ain't crazy at all to do it in the car in the parking space right in front of the door. So Shanika saying that ain't crazy. I could imagine where hers is. Where her craziest one is. But anyway, she's an upstanding lady in the community, so I know she's not going to admit that. Anyway, we're on the road. I actually have to get ready to go to the airport. I have a flight to catch to head back home. All right. We have a panel coming up on June 2nd. Um, Still looking for some participants. See, Shanika, say if you think that's crazy, you haven't lived. Yeah, Shanika. I think it's certain things that it's even I have limits as to certain things I would say publicly. Okay, okay, so let's keep that in mind. Even I have limits. Okay, certain
Wow,
things, there are things that yes, there are things that I legit have to take to the grave. I just have to take to the grave.
that's
I don't want
scary.
to say I don't want to say some things at times, but have to think about the marshals that are on the job now. I wouldn't want to, you know, cast put them on a magnifying glass or anything like that. Shanika say 444 limits.
That's
See
right,
Paula,
Shanika.
Paula do it on the field. Is it trail of someone watching? Yes, yes, Paula, yes. That's exactly what it is. Just knowing that, you know what I mean, somebody could catch you. It'll just add an extra level of intensity. You know what I mean? Extra level of adrenaline. Just knowing like somebody could catch us. You know what I mean? Like that time, like in Lima car wash on a Sunday afternoon. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, certain things I'm gonna take. Elise, what you look like that?
Hmm.
Sunday
I just
afternoon in Lima, car wash, and you know, I female, I woman don't know what to sit on man, how to push man button, and she pushed my button, and she had to get right there and then, and in the middle of it, a taxi man pull up with trying to come to use the same style when we're done, and I just mean I when he stop in the middle of what we're doing, he just had to watch me, watch me finish. Cause I won't stop it. Anyway, wipe that look off your face. It's
I,
time for me to go.
I
It's
just
time.
looking.
It's
It's
time for
time
me
for
to
me
go.
to go too.
All right, folks. We apologize for the late start. I on the road. We're having all kind of technical difficulties. As I indicated, I have a plane to catch. So we see you next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Being watch Mixie put on a show. Yeah, 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 yeah. See you next week, 7 p.m. Until then, I'm Dwayne, and my
I'm Elise.
co-host is Elise. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for taking part. Those of you in the chat. And I said, let me see. I didn't even know how to put a team song in this thing. All right, we're out.
There are days we walk on water, and there are days we are knee deep in it. But no matter what you're going through, we are the antidote. We are unhinged, 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 unhinged. Yeah. Life comes at you hard sometimes, but we take a lighter look. Just have a laugh with us. We are the antidote. Unhinged, 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 unhinged. We are the antidote. When life comes at you hard sometimes, we take a lighter look. Just have a laugh with us. We are the antidote.